Welcome to Just City Building with the Old Boar. We're playing City Skylines 2, and we have just purchased all of our squares. And there's a number 2 here. I think it's because we have 2 development points available. I guess they do roll over. Now, you can see that we have assigned on this side of on the mainland, we have assigned every single district except for a couple. Okay. This is not a good example because this has the hospital center here. Hospital, disease control, health research institute. But these all have crematorium, police, medical, and elementary. And now look at our budget. Now what we are going to do is keep the traffic down, which will make you more money if we put in all of this infrastructure, okay? And we have some room for that. I'm thinking about this being high density, but the main thing we need to focus on is this harbor. And I think I'm going to move this intersection, which would mean also moving the train line. It just is what it is. And we're going to move it over to this 6 lane here. This 6 lane goes all the way through the heart and out to this interchange. We didn't purchase those squares, so we've got this wanky road in here. Wonky road. And about every so often we put in these service interchanges to keep the traffic, people not driving all the way through the city. They get out onto the loop and come around, hopefully. So this is the main electric line coming in from the outside. This is what came with the map. I'm going to have to drink some water because I do not want you to hear a groggy voice. And the only way to do it is just to take this little tool here and just start to do it. I'm going to come back to there because I don't want to interfere with these bridge units. This is a little bit of a bridge unit there. It'd be nice if we could get these right up to where they're even, but it doesn't really matter. Sorry about that. We don't have any real train issues. You probably want to pause the game, and I hate to do that. I want the city to grow. But we're not putting in population. We've kind of staggered at our population a little bit. It was actually in the negative here. Let's just leave it going. It's all right. We'll get this up and going here pretty quick. And you want to get the underground tool. Get this, and this, and this. Take that back and that back. so you don't want to delete buildings. You want to unzone them. Dezone them. We probably want to dezone these two as well. Whoops, I just changed that to residential. And this one just did what it did, but we'll put that back in. I think it's actually high density here. Now, the big question, do we want this? Roundabout interchange. That's too big. This is what we've been using right here. I'm okay with these actually. We are going to have to trim this back a bit. This is like the main highway out to the connection, so we probably want to pause the game. Especially now that we're going to have to deal with these. And this just kind of lines up here, and you just kind of bring it out. You might curve it just a bit. Now what you can do first is take this 6-lane road out. He's still dezoning. So he just got dezoned. Could take that out just a little bit and then go back into your intersection. And you want it to be kind of like, want to get down here close. Does not have to be perfect, people. And we'll just see if we can get this connected here. It's the way we want it to be. And we will just kind of stretch this off a bit. And what you could do here is put this 5 asymmetrical. Where is it? And because the harbor is here, we could bring it off on this side. That's probably not a good idea. We're gonna want to get it down to a, we're gonna go ahead and stay with this. Just stretch it out a bit. Could just leave it. And now we want to get all this hooked back up again so we can get our city going again. And these are 2-lane highways. Three down to 2. We could curve these just a bit. It probably needed to come 3 off just a little bit first. And did I do it right? I probably did not do it right. It's that piece there. These go back. This is 3-lane coming out just a bit to give them a little bit more room. And this one coming in. And this is kind of a bridge, which we probably can't get this done right now. Coming off here, it's going to be on the inside up, and this will come down like that. That's how it should be, more or less. And now also on the inside, because of this 2-lane coming in, and did you see where the little X happened? Yeah, that's good enough. Now we can unpause. We could take the rail over the road, but sorry that I'm flying around the screen. I wish I had a camera movement mod for your sake, because I jump around the screen a lot. This is train. These are 2-lane train tracks. This is going to need to curve in. Get it down onto the ground level, and then we will curve it up to the road like this, semi-parallel, and go 1, 2, to get it to go underground. And now that we're underground, we will stretch out some straight track. And now we will bring it up with the curved track. Kind of get over here and kind of click on it so that it kind of knows where you're going. And now we will curve it and we will go up. Now we're probably on a hill and that's why it's now appearing. I should have come up too. We want to go down, I guess, because we've got a bridge. We had a little bit of move it. We could just move it, but we don't, and we're okay with it. And that's how that works. It's a little bit of a hill. It's a little hump. But it's all right. It's okay. If we were better at it, we would fix it, but it works. Now about a harbor. We want to take let's see. These contour lines are all different heights. So we just want to level this out just a bit. I'm going to take the back level of these and just, this was kind of a feature, and we're removing the feature actually. It's going to leave the rocks, and I'm going to take the height, right clicking in the road, and just come out, because we don't want this residential right up against the water here. Don't be afraid. It's easy. You can, whoops. It's not huge. You're not going to break it. And then we can smooth it all out. And I think what we want is something like this. And apparently you can put a road in and then just terraform up to it, and it makes a nice little dock. Got a whole series on my channel about this. It's called Remote Japan. So fun. It's the first time I had really done a foreign country, and I actually made a realistic map, taking it from a real island in southern Japan. And so we're going to give ourselves a little bit more real estate too. Oops, didn't want to do that. I did, okay. And this sand look will disappear after a while. As you can see. Now, if we put a road in, we probably want to put a 4-lane and just stretch it across. And where would we have connected? We're going to connect that 4-lane up to here, and we're probably going to make this. Let's see, is this 4-lane? This is the 4-lane actually. We'll fix it. And now we want to take the terrain tool, drop this down, and take this little contour line where you see my mouse pointer, just rub it right up again. Whoops, not that far. Get this one. Bring it back. Be careful not to get on the other side. It's probably a little deep actually. It's really deep. It'll give room for those big ships to come in. And we don't know how undeep it is. And we could just continue on with this road here and fix it later. In the water, it says. It is semi-wonky here, but I like it. And it actually looks kind of like concrete. This does not. Could be too deep, or this could be too big. This is actually the effect we wanted here, but I'm just not good enough to do it yet. But we've got a semi-straight place to put in our, whoa. to put in our harbor. Take that out. Just trying to make it work, folks. This is a harbor. In water. So this has to come out now. And now we want a passenger ship tool, cruise lines to other cities. Access to an outside line. We do. It's this one here. That's why we bought all those tiles. This is a cargo ship route. We want this ship route. Wide seaway, medium seaway, narrow. This is like a medium, I think. This is like a narrow. And we're just going to curve it through here. And there it was. This needs a road, so probably want to just replace this with a 2-lane road. It's in the water, you can't do it. We're just gonna do this. See how this all plays out. Some trees in, make it a little bit more realistic. And we might want a 2-lane road here. And we need electricity to it, apparently. Oh, it disappeared. Okay. Should have connected because we connected this road up. And this may be the point where we can kind of take this back in. It is ugly. Could just smooth it out a bit. Bring it up like to this. That'll give us some room to put things in there. Buildings and such. And we'll smooth this out like this. It's just so deep, it's gonna look that way, and that was my fault. Not bad. Just very deep in there. Not very good at it yet. It's alright. Once we get 1,000,000 population and we know how to run the game, if we can get to that, then we'll learn about all the detailing stuff. Just take time. I'd rather be focusing on city. All this demand. See what our budget's like. We're still doing good. We're picking back up. All right, now we have a cargo harbor here. We should see some ships come in soon. We could put some trees in. Just because it's going to be very bare here. I'm just dotting those in. So let's take a look at our harbor. Nice. Super, super nice. It's all flat through there. And we'll need to connect this up with 4-lane. To get the people through. Ooh, we had a big dip here. We didn't realize we had this going on. So we'll fix that in the next session. Nice harbor. Thanks for watching the old boar play City Skylines 2. Take care now.